Okay.
I remember a talk by you about generosity.
Oh, yeah.
Where you said even when you were washing your clothes or anything, that free grace, you can give it to the beings that will practice. Is it also in the Sutta?
Yeah.
Do you remember roughly where? Majjhima Nikaya?
Where is that? There are a number of suttas on talking about generosity. One of them is Majjhima 142. Dakhinadivanga Sutta. Majjhima 142.
Okay.
Dakhinadivanga Sutta. There's also a sutta in the Anguttara Nikaya called the Vilama Sutta. V-E-L-A-M-A. Vilama Sutta. I think it's in the Anguttara 9 or something like that, 8 or 9. That talks about generosity and how generosity. And one of those places it says that even if you are washing a plate and you pour out dishwashing liquid and you wish the beings well, may they eat this, even that is enough for it.
That was very inspirational.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's something you can do today,
exactly.
now.
Yeah, every time you wash something.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's all about intention, right? All about how you look at the world. That's very important.
That's what I try to do, even for MN 19 and 20. I apply it to daily life, the removal of distracting thoughts, actions maybe.
Great.
Even in daily life.
Wonderful. That's wonderful to do. That's a great way to practice. Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to walk a few minutes before we go back. So even wisdom power is actually an applying of effort, because you have to use the mind to look at things in a different way. So you don't have to read this in terms of willpower necessarily.
Right. Yeah. More of the intention behind the mind, the right intention.
Right. Yeah. In a sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you talk into a book talking about 10 future Buddha? I wonder where does it come from?
Sorry, can you say that again, please? Yeah.
Can you talk a book of Bhikkhu talking about 10 future Buddha?
Oh, yeah.
Where does it come from?
I think it comes from the Pali text called the Anagata Vamsa, which means like the lineage of the future. So, and this book is maybe written 1,000 years after the Buddha. Nobody knows exactly who wrote this book yet. So it's one of those books that, maybe there isn't some name on it, but nobody knows exactly who that person is. So it's one of the things I wouldn't take too seriously. I think it's more meant to be like a devotional thing, kind of hope for the future again. It's not something which is like true, literally true. It's more like fairy tale, really. But I mean, the thing is, and the Buddhist idea is that there will be Buddhas in the future, right? And because there will be Buddhas in the future, they just say, well, we're going to tell you which those Buddhas are. We may not know, but this is kind of the idea they have. This is maybe what it will look like, right? That's the thing.
Those commentaries come from?
The commentaries, I think the commentaries were mostly, after the Buddha died, and you had all the suttas, then people started to ask questions, what does it actually mean? And when they started to ask the question, what does these things mean? Someone would say, oh, it means this, another one would say that. And then eventually somebody sat down, okay, I'm going to put all this information together and write a commentary which explains the suttas. And these commentaries were really finalized by a monk called Buddhaghosa. He is the one who sort of wrote the commentaries, finalized them. So he brought all the information together, and then he put it together in these books that are called commentaries. That's where they come from. They come from like after the Buddha, other people writing them down. It doesn't mean that they're all wrong. That's not what it means. It just means that it's not the word of the Buddha. So you don't, it's not necessary to actually follow the content of the commentaries. Yeah. Okay.
I feel very bad. Number 1 and number 3 are exactly the same, except this is replacing with wholesome thought. This is replacing with something that's not necessarily wholesome, because otherwise they fall under one, right?
And the last one is more like
the third one. As in forget the thought.
Yeah.
I remember when Robert Chittapalo saying or Nicarana, I can't remember exactly. Distraction doesn't have to be something wholesome. Just it is wholesome, the number 1.
It's more, I think what it means, I think the top one means that you are exchanging it with the opposite. So if you get angry, you think metta. If you are, if you have a harmful thought, you think compassion. So you're actually turning it around to the opposite.
But the same object.
Can be the same object, can be different object. It depends.
So you need a repository.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
But this one here is more like you are watching the breath, right? And then the wrong thought comes up while you're watching the breath. But you just put the mind back on the breath again. Right? So it's not really it's a neutral thought. The breath is neutral. It's not a positive nor bad as such. So put it back on the breath again. Or if you are working in your garden or in your house, cleaning vacuuming the carpet. And while you're vacuuming the carpet, a bad thought comes up. And you just focus back on the vacuuming again. Right? If you don't want to see the thought, you just allow it in the background. You put your attention back on the vacuuming.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to get fast. What is your recommendation to get teach from Pali?
Which suttas read?
I mean the collection of what Buddha has.
Okay. What I would recommend is there is a book by Bhikkhu Bodhi called In the Buddha's Words. In the Buddha's Words.
Is that the one that's being read by Ajahn Brahm every alternate Vasa?
No, that's not what. And this is written by a monk called Bhikkhu Bodhi. And it is a collection of suttas from the Pali Canon. So he brings many different suttas together, and then he organizes them according to themes. And then he has introductions to explain, and he has notes in the back to explain what's going on there. So it's quite an easy and nice way to get introduced to the suttas. That's what I recommend there. Instead of, if you start reading a book like this is the next stage after. So when you feel really happy, when you feel you have understood that one, you can move on to the next stage.
This is from the Pali Text Society.
The other one's the Majjhima.
Yeah, it's better to read the Majjhima Nikaya first, I think. But these are all published by Wisdom Publications in the US. All of these books. This one as well. Wisdom Publications. If you go on the internet and you just Google on any of those things, you will find out very quickly which book is this one. Yeah.
What about the book that Ajahn Brahm reads?
It's called
I can't remember.
Buddha Vachana in Pali, Nanatiloka. This book. Yeah. This is called the Buddha's Word. The other one is called the Word of the Buddha. Something like that. It's almost exactly the same. Yeah, right. But that's a nice book as well. But it's very short, and this gives you much more substance. This is much longer book. Thank you. What is that?
This is also translated by
when and return back to the
where you get it from?
when the death comes
Body direct or?
the Sutta Workshop
This one, my father bought it for me.
contemplates death, meditates the moment of death. So you
probably
elaborate
you want to
Moment of death.
moment death when you are
You
dying,
just stand
so that mind
Best thing to do is to invite a monk to come to your deathbed. Invite a monk to come to your deathbed, and then he will guide you through the conversation. And what the monk will tell you, doesn't know what the monk will tell you. The monk will say that now you're going to die, because you're going to die, it's time to let go of
good, and number one is the most
let go of your possession. You think in your mind, yeah, I'm going to die. It's not the physical letting go, it's the mental letting go. In the mind, you let go.
it is conscious. If that is still lost in it,
Yeah.
so he's conscious, he can,
If it's unconscious, not much you can do, but if it's conscious, yeah.
because he can remember what he said.
Yeah. And then you take him through that, and you say, next thing to do is let go of all your friends, and let go of your family members, let go of your wife, let go of your body, and then gradually let go of everything. The more you let go of, the more peaceful you become. This is the idea here. You let go of things. In your mind, because you know you're going to die, you know that you're dying anyway, why hold on to this? It's crazy.
But then again, it contradicts the other sutta, the last sutta about when the wholesome state, the last sutta you talk about you can live up to 20,000, 40,000 years now. So how does it relate back to all this? Because when you want to let go, you don't live somehow, you still go back to the samsara world, wheel of samsara.
Yeah.
So I don't know how does it relate back to your last sutta. Because, and when you are way off, you want to go to a better place and you want to let go everything. But in the last sutta, I understand. In the wholesome state, your lifespan will be longer. And it will be progressively longer.
Yeah,
How does that really affect this lifespan? When you are lifetime,
I
you don't want to live from
I don't think this sutta is meant to talk about this life. This sutta is meant to show how society develops.
Okay.
A different thing.
That is a different thing. It doesn't.
It has society develops, not how individual person develops.
So what you're saying is you are that you're dying, you do not want to bring back to your life.
Yeah.
You want it to go slowly as well.
Yeah. Don't hold on to anything, and then you get a good rebirth. Maybe you can even let go of rebirth altogether. You're really good, you know.
Yes.
So don't hold on to it. When you let go, you feel free, you feel at ease, you feel relaxed, and you go on in a happy way. But you got to prepare yourself. The more you develop in this life, the more prepared you are for this actually.
I recommend it. I don't have a present, so. Mentally, some of it is at the back here.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
I have been
for
read some of these suttas before, so I know them very well.
now I know why
it taught me so much
this 2, 3, 6.
about Buddhism because I read all this.
Veda Vitakka, we just did it, right? 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, it's very good.
I haven't read the commentaries. I actually don't read very much from them. I normally listen. 2, 3, 6.
I do. After the BFWA, I give teachings quite regularly on Buddhism.
Uploaded? Is it uploaded on the web?
Yeah.
It's on the web?
Yeah, on the web. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Ajahn Brahm does. I do sometimes. So it's all there. Yeah.
So we can now.
You can listen to it if you want. Yeah. These days they actually do them. I think they do live streaming of these things. You can listen and then you can. If you have a question, you can type it in and you can get the questions answered live. So it's pretty good.
It's got to be very fast though. Very quick.
Yeah, right.
The questions go very quick. The questions go very quickly.
Yeah. Which is great. I think it's really good to use technology in that way, you know, to actually get some people involved around the world. It's so good for Malaysia because it's 10 times on the credit. You can sort of, you know, it works quite well. Yeah.